two particles, billions of kilometers apart, and yet they act like one single system. This is not science fiction. This is quantum entanglement. At the smallest scale of reality, nature doesn't behave the way our intuition expects. Things aren't always separate. Sometimes they are deeply connected. When two particles become entangled, their properties are linked, not through a signal, but through a shared state. It's as if the universe describes them with one single equation. Imagine you put one red glove in one box and a blue glove in another. You send the boxes to opposite sides of the galaxy. When you open one box and see the red glove, you instantly know the other is blue. That sounds similar, but entanglement is stranger. Quantum particles can have a property called spin. When entangled, one might be up and the other down. But before we measure them, they aren't simply waiting with hidden values. They exist in a shared probability state. This is not telepathy, not hidden signals, not faster-than-light communication. Nothing is traveling between them. Experiments have separated entangled particles by kilometers. And, even between satellites and Earth, distance does not weaken the connection. So, what's really happening? The key idea is this. The two particles don't have separate descriptions. They are one system, even when far apart. When we measure one particle, the shared quantum state collapses. The system must produce a consistent result, and instantly, the other particle reflects that outcome. Not because information traveled, but because the system was never two independent things. Our classical idea of separate objects simply doesn't apply. Measurement doesn't send a message. It reveals a relationship that was already there. The particles weren't coordinating. They were always part of one structure. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance. He didn't like it. It felt incomplete, but experiments have confirmed it again and again. Entanglement shows us something profound. The universe is not made of isolated pieces. At its core, reality is relational. Connections come before objects. So here's the question. If particles can remain connected across space, what does that say about the nature of reality itself? Tell me what you think in the comments.